Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, I hope everyone can enjoy.
Causing the storms Thursday. Minutes before 9 o'clock, the crew's here telling you.
This is the first time in a long they have let it. Send us some of your pictures.
Isn't it good to work for a place that has a sense of history? And indeed it is.
See, taking the president from Spring to College Station, following.
If you have something you'd like Channel 2 Investigates to check out, call the tip line at 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@click2houston.com. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 10.
The wheels on the bus go pop. Whose quick action helped prevent injuries in this school bus fire?
Plus, emotional message. Vanessa Bryant pours her heart out on social media after the chopper crash. They killed her husband, Kobe, their daughter, and 7 others.
And on the mend, 2 children recovering after the ceiling in their home caves in, all caused by last week's explosion in northwest Houston. But we begin this Wednesday night with new developments in the deadly Watson explosion, and new at 10 o'clock, a Spring Branch family who can no longer live in their home says their children were injured in that blast when the ceiling came crashing down on them. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Bill Baessa.
And I'm Christine Noel. Dominique is off this evening. Channel 2's Bill Barajas is live in Spring Branch tonight with a story you'll see only on 2. Bill?
Well, this is that family's home. It's been deemed unlivable, so they are currently staying at a hotel. This is just some of the debris that was pulled from the home. They tell us the thought of what happened to them that morning still keeps them up at night.
This is my son's room.
This is what Philip Burnham and his girlfriend, the mother of his children, Destiny Southall, woke up to the morning of the explosion.
When I went into my daughter's room, she was completely covered in sheetrock, insulation, debris.
The terrified parents say they feared the worst. Their children, 4-year-old Paris and 7-year-old Philip, were pulled out and rushed to the hospital with neck injuries and breathing problems.
I still wake up in the middle of the night dreaming about it. My daughter, she wakes up crying.
Southall says the family has basically lost everything. She and Burnham have also experienced headaches and respiratory issues from what they believe were chemicals in the air. The family has since hired attorney Ryan Zale with Zale and Associates and are suing Watson Grinding and Manufacturing for negligence.
For their failure to properly contain the propylene and for the property damage to our client's home and the serious injuries that their kids and the parents sustained.
The family says they've been at their home for less than 2 years. The toughest part, they say, is feeling like the company responsible is not doing their part to help them during this difficult time.
It's not our fault, so you should be responsible. You should want to take care of the damages that you caused.
And Watson Grinding and Manufacturing responded to questions regarding claims by releasing a statement. In that statement, they said, quote, a complete investigation is essential to determine the cause and identify potentially responsible parties. At this point, it is premature for the insurers to make any decisions with regard to payment for this tragic incident. Live in Spring Branch, Bill Barajas, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Bill. In this connection tonight, hundreds gathered at a town hall meeting hosted by Houston City Council member Amy Peck. She represents the district where the deadly explosion happened. The town hall taking place at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints along East Shadowdale Drive. Many looking for help as they try to recover and rebuild.
I just want to make sure that whatever your needs are, you are contacting us, whether it's housing, whether it's food, whether it's something else, schools, anything that you need help with because you've been impacted by this disaster. We want to help you.
The Red Cross, Mental Health America, along with several city departments, are helping those in need.
One contractor has died. 3 others have been taken to hospitals in Houston and Austin after an oil well blowout. The Burleson County Sheriff's Office says it happened around 3:30 this afternoon near Deanville. That's nearly 40 miles southwest of College Station. The site belongs to Chesapeake Energy. No word yet on the cause of the explosion. An HISD bus driver's quick thinking is being praised tonight after he reportedly smelled something that seemed off and got everyone off the bus before it caught fire. Our camera was there as the flames engulfed the bus. It happened along the South Post Oak Road near West Belford just before 4 o'clock. A 9-year-old student with special needs along with 3 adults were able to safely get off in time. A mechanical failure may have sparked the fire.
New tonight at 10 o'clock, a thief was caught on camera stealing an SUV with the family's dog still inside. This happened at a gas station near Humble off the East X Freeway. Channel 2 anchor Jonathan Martinez joining us live with the family's plea to return their precious pups. Jonathan?
Yeah, Bill, and tonight that family is putting up flyers similar to this one across the community in hopes that someone will recognize their pups and get them safely returned to them along with their SUV that was stolen.
They're mixed, long-haired Chihuahuas.
A heartbroken pet owner wipes away tears while in search of her 2 dogs, Junior and Peanut.
They're my everything. I got attached to them. I got really attached to them. I just want them back.
Both dogs were stolen along with their SUV early Tuesday morning when Margaret Gonzalez was inside a Shell gas station at Homestead and Old Humble Road.
And all he had to do is leave them outside and they would have sat there. They would have waited.
In surveillance video, you can see another vehicle parked behind Gonzalez's Tahoe with the hood popped up and seemingly with car trouble. One person goes into the store and later comes out. A short time later, someone else then leaves the vehicle and makes the block before coming back to steal Gonzalez's SUV.
All I was thinking about is the dogs. That's it. You know, because I know they're scared. You know, they were hungry. You know, now you know they were being hit on them. They were throwing out the truck.
Coincidentally, this is the very same gas station where another car was recently stolen, but with the child inside. That child was later found after being left at a park and 2 people arrested in that case. No word if both of these cases are connected in any way.
They're good dogs. They listen. They're well trained. You know, they're good dogs.
Gonzalez says while she certainly wants to find her SUV, more than anything, all she wants is her 2 dogs back.
Whoever's got my dog, just please return them. There's no questions asked or nothing. Just return my dogs. That's it.
And tonight, the family tells us they are offering a reward for the safe return of their dogs. They also tell us that the Harris County Sheriff's Office is investigating this case. Anyone with information is urged to contact authorities. We're reporting live tonight from the city's northeast side. I'm Jonathan Martinez, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Jonathan, thank you. Only on 2, a Houston area small business owner sounded the alarm tonight after their checks were stolen right out of their mailbox. Even more unnerving, how the thief was able to get away with cashing them. Channel 2 anchor Keith Garvin is live tonight in Northwest Harris County with a warning from that business owner to others. Keith?
Christine, the checks were stolen, forged, and apparently uploaded to a mobile banking app. And in quick fashion, the thief had deposited $3,000 into his bank account.
It was almost comical that a bank would accept that check.
But this business owner in Northwest Harris County wasn't laughing when he realized someone had stolen from his company and taken them for a ride. Chris Barclay, who doesn't want his business named, is working with his bank and Precinct 4 investigators after someone stole 3 checks from the company's mailbox and apparently used mobile banking to get them cashed. But it's the sloppy way the checks were forged that bothers Barclay. Take a look and you can see that the thief on one check scratched out and scribbled in a new amount. On all the checks, the crook simply added the name Ricardo Roman as one of the payees and changed the amounts. Barclay was stunned a forgery this messy could have gotten past the thief's bank and his bank as well.
There's a flaw in the mobile banking system that they need to address, because if they don't, this is something that can happen to anybody. Your check for your house, your check for your car, your check for your kids' school lunches.
In all, the thief was able to cash a total of $3,000.
Today, It's just a different mentality out there. People are looking for an easy way to make money.
And back here live, the Barclays have been doing business with Comerica Bank for a number of years, but despite the bank temporarily depositing the money back into their account, the Barclays' wife says that they will be switching banks as they await the outcome of the investigation. Reporting from Northwest Harris County, Keith Garvin, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Keith. Tomorrow, the World Health Organization is going to consider declaring a global health emergency as the death toll from the coronavirus continues to rise. China says 170 people have died so far. The number of confirmed cases has risen to more than 7,700. Across our nation, more than 160 people in at least 36 states have now been investigated for possible infections by the CDC.
Tonight, an emotional outpouring on social media from Vanessa Bryant. Her husband, Kobe, of course, their teenage daughter, Gianna, and 7 others were killed Sunday morning in a helicopter crash just outside of Los Angeles. For the first time since that tragedy, Vanessa is speaking out, posting this photo of their family on Instagram, along with a message, saying in part, quote, "We are completely devastated by the sudden loss. There aren't enough words to describe our pain right now." She goes on to say, "Thank you for sharing your joy, your grief, and your support with us." We have posted her full message on our website, clicktohouston.com. Now, among those killed in the crash, former U of H player and coach John Altobelli, his wife, and his daughter. All 9 victims' remains were recovered from the wreckage yesterday.
So tragic. All right, well, jackets are out there for sure tonight, and they're going to be needed tomorrow morning. It is really chilly out there. I have an updated rain forecast. The new models have just come in. I'll share that with you, and I'll tell you what, a wonderful weekend for the Super Bowl and a lot more straight ahead.
Hey guys, we're in South Beach, and coming up in sports, we'll tell you how one Houstonian gets the chance of a lifetime on Sunday.
Plus, children removed from a home after claims of abuse, what police then found up in the attic.
Then, as we continue to look back at Bill's legendary career here at Channel 2, a glimpse at another part of Bill's life that he plans to enjoy even more in retirement. That's coming up on Channel 2 News at 10.
.com today.
New tonight at 10 o'clock, 2 parents in Phoenix are facing charges after skeletal remains were found in the attic of their home. Firefighters made this discovery after a fire broke out at the house. In a strange twist, the fire broke out about an hour after child welfare officials removed 2 of the children's from the home because of suspected child abuse. A 3rd child was removed from the home just last week. Still not clear how many children lived in that home. Consumer alert tonight, a major recall tonight for 4 inclined infant sleepers that all pose a risk of suffocation. The Consumer Product Safety Commission has issued recalls for the Summer Infant Swaddle Me by Your Bed, Graco Little Lounger Rocking Seat, Delta Incline Sleeper with feeding position for newborns, and the Even Flow Pillow Portable Napper. You're asked to stop using these sleepers immediately.
All this week, we are celebrating the career of our longtime anchor and friend, Bill Baeza, who is now just 2 days away from retirement. Bill, we've honored your service to our country as a Marine.
Oh, and we've also reflected on the many big stories that you've covered as a journalist. This is the eve of the eve. It's hard to believe.
I know.
It really is.
Well, tonight, we're going to drill down even more.
Oh.
I know. Part of Bill's life, one he plans to enjoy even more as the years pass by. When he's not behind the anchor desk, many times Bill can be found here.
I love walnut and cherry.
Carefully crafting wood creations from scratch.
There's a lot of rasping and sanding and routing.
Bill's passion took shape when he was just a boy, when he and his cousin would work with their grandfather.
My grandfather was a home builder, and we'd watch him at night in his wood shop, milling the wood for the cabinets that Tommy and I would assemble on site. So I really developed a love for it when I was 9, 10 years old.
These days, Bill's garage is home to his hobby.
I turn it to 45 degrees, and I'm ready to miter.
His art, requiring careful attention to detail.
I make each box from one piece of timber. You can see where the grain pattern continues all the way around the box.
Every measurement, every cut, done with precision.
If all the measurements are right, this should fit right in there. Like that.
Every piece of wood perfectly placed and secured.
Now we put some glue on the top.
It's delicate work, that can't be taken lightly.
Each one of these weighs 45 pounds. Then these weigh 15 each. And then this is 80 pounds.
Boxes are what Bill's been building, shaping, and sealing lately. But he used to spend more time on bigger pieces, like this toy chest, crafted by Bill and then painted by Dominique for her baby boy. For his work family and his own family, Bill's poured himself into projects.
You know, I've made tables, chests. Finally, I built so much furniture that my wife said, no more furniture. So now I just make boxes now.
Well, that will change again when he's retired. Bill's already making plans to build furniture for his son's new apartment, including tackling the one item he's yet to build.
Chairs are very difficult to make, but I intend to learn how and start to make chairs. I hope to make 4 chairs for Travis's table.
Bill's never sold a piece and doesn't intend to.
I just give them away.
He finds satisfaction in his signature craft.
When you're done, if you've done a good job, it all comes together well. There's nothing more satisfying.
Recent upgrades to his garage mean he can continue to work during Houston's hot and humid summers.
But now I'll be able to do it year-round as long as my wife lets me keep the cars out of the garage.
And he'll do it with his loyal companion, Brinkley, by his side.
He's my helper. Come on, buddy. He and I have grown old together. He's older than I am now, actually. He's 84. I'm 72.
Now just days from retirement, Bill's reflecting on his life as a journalist and a woodworker.
Journalism is a craft, woodworking is a craft. I'm just going to transition from one craft to the other. I love being a craftsman. I've had daily contact for the last 40 years at Channel 2 with colleagues who are best friends. This is a solitary craft. It's just me, the machines, and the wood. So that's a big difference. I'm going to miss my friends.
Are you retiring because you feel boxed in?
That's what I'm going to miss.
Yes,
right?
I know. I'm going to miss giving them to you, man. I know you personally said you pick out every piece of lumber,
yes,
and then you give these away. You've never taken a dime for them.
Never.
As many craft shows as there are and bazaars all over the city, you could make a fortune on these boxes.
They're beautiful.
They're beautiful.
They really are.
Well, there's a lot of joy in giving them away.
Well, there you go. There you go. That's nice. And how did you start this? I mean, when was your first deal?
Well, I mean, I started making boxes when Missy said no more furniture.
Okay, downsize.
We're giving a couple of boxes away to our viewers.
They're beautiful. Look
Houston,
at this.
And then we're going to give away a couple to viewers of Houston Life.
I feel like Vanna White.
And then at the send-off on Friday for me here at the station, I'll give some more boxes.
Okay, how can people enter? Like click to Houston?
I don't know.
I think that, well, there's got to be a free route. Oh, there it is. Go to clicktohouston.com/contests. Clicktohouston.com.
You got to do it by tomorrow night. Then the winners will be drawn on Friday.
Great. Yeah. Will you make weather about, we have all these clickers and stuff, and we have phones and all kinds of stuff, and we have nowhere to put them over there.
Yeah,
we're finding reasons. They're so beautiful. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a cheese board.
Very nice.
And and he made Radar's doghouse.
Yes.
People might remember.
That's right.
And Brinkley, what a little cutie pie.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, he's my buddy.
Your little buddy. Yeah.
Nice.
He won't speak back to you the way we will, though.
Okay, to weather we go.
Yes.
Yeah, we're about to run out of time.
Well, that's okay. You're worth it. Here's a look at some beautiful sunset there in the Bolivar Peninsula, Crystal Beach, looking at Galveston tonight. Wasn't that gorgeous? This one was down in Alvin. This one was the Texas Medical Center. Just gorgeous at sunset. So some nice ones. I'm afraid they're gone. The clouds are really going to start filling in. So tomorrow morning, I don't think we're going to wake up to a lot of sunrise, I'm afraid. 51, still a pretty good breeze there north at 12 in Galveston right now. It's breezy there. You can see a little bit the breeze going on. 54 with the north wind at 15. So it's cold, breezy, clouds are moving in. These temperatures aren't going to go down a whole lot from where they are, 45, 46 degrees for an overnight low. And that's going to be about it. That north wind continues to bring that cool air in, and it's meeting some warmer air at the surface, and so as a result, all those clouds are going to continue to pull on through. In fact, the exact track radar doesn't really show it. I'm going to enhance it here, and you can see that's the cloud cover that's been really rolling in. We had a few breaks to the south, but now you're starting to see a little bit of cloud cover down there as well. So the low that I'm watching really for Friday, somewhat for tomorrow, is back out here around El Paso. That's going to continue to slide our way, but this high is going to keep it mostly down in Mexico for the next 24 hours. hours. So we might see a sprinkle tomorrow, but that's about it. And now the Friday forecast really keeps most of this away from us. I'm going to take the L out so you can see what's going on here. But maybe to Matagorda Bay, a shower. But look here in Houston, not much of anything. It all stays offshore and continues to move on out of here. So we get into a nice one as we head into the weekend. High pressure for Saturday and Sunday. Beautiful skies, warm flow. Don't have much of a change until a chance for a shower on Monday. Then this front comes in on Tuesday. That's a rainmaker. And behind it, we go back to some cold air coming in here. So we'll look for that. Power planet for tomorrow. So we start at 46. We only end at 56. It's going to be a cold, cloudy, raw day. Get the jackets out. Keep them all day long. Breezy, at least for tomorrow morning. Temperatures about the same Friday, 46 and 60, a little warmer. 10% chance of a shower. Bill's fine all day. Saturday, Sunday, beautiful, great for the Super Bowl, the groundhogs, everything you're doing. Tuesday, another front. Weather person's day on Wednesday. Maybe someone will make me a box and give it to the weather department. I'm just saying.
I'm worried you're going to run away with that one.
I know. I think this might go to I don't know which one.
The only bad thing is I get hundreds of requests.
I know, but I'm one of your best friends.
I'm going to put a request in right now, too, for one of those things.
You're not even gone and we're already guilting you.
That looks great.
Right.
Well, if I'm retired long enough, maybe I'll be able to make a box for everybody.
Yeah, good enough.
Nice job.
All right.
Nice job.
All right, so Randy joining us now. Astros owner Jim Crane making a big hire today.
Yeah, it took him but 16 days to do a thorough search to find a manager, but he found his guy. Dusty Baker will lead the Astros. We'll tell you about his contract and what his first order of business will be when he's introduced tomorrow. Plus, former North Shore High School star and Houston Texan Earl Mitchell. He retired, and then the Niners called recently, and guess what? He's at the Super Bowl now. We got a live report coming up.
Homeowners burned by a home warranty company.
Scam.
Upset over the challenges they present once things go out.
I was getting frustrated. I felt like they were trying to get out of the claim. It sounded like insurance.
But in Texas, you might be surprised who is regulating it.
I guess that's a problem.
Channel 2 Investigates examines home warranty companies, the number of complaints in Texas, and how one state attorney general is taking action.
Someone needs to sue them.
Tomorrow night at 10. Newfoundland.
All right, welcome into the Xfinity Sports Desk tonight. Astros owner Jim Crane has checked a big item off of his to-do list. Crane chose Dusty Baker yesterday. Today, they finalized the deal, the contract now in place. Short-term deal now, reportedly 1 year plus an option year for 2021. The 70-year-old Baker has skippered for 22 years, leading the Giants for 10 of those years, along with the Cubs, the Reds, and most recently the Nationals. He's also a three-time Manager of the Year winner. Now it's going to be his job to come in, manage an Astros team that has a lot of talent. We know that. They're going to be a World Series contender, also a team that will be heavily scrutinized by fans and national media all season long, particularly on the road. So what's ahead for Baker tomorrow on day one in Houston? Well, 2 o'clock news conference is set for Minute Maid Park. We'll be there. We'll have it covered for you. He'll begin working on finalizing his staff, and reportedly now Joe Espada will stay on with him as his bench coach. And spring training opens February 13th in West Palm Beach, 2 weeks from today. Rockets out in the Great Northwest tonight in Portland. Final stop on their 4-game roadie. Russell Westbrook, what a hot streak he's been on. Brought it early again tonight. He's got 16 at last check. James Harden, average start tonight. His only 3 right there. And right now, the update, the Rockets trailing late in the first half by 10 to the Blazers. They'll be back home coming up on Friday night. Nationally ranked U of H keeps rolling. Nice win tonight at East Carolina for the 21st ranked Cougs. Caleb Mills led the way with 18. Quentin Grimes knocked down 15. Both combined for all 5 of U of H's three-pointers. Cougs are now 17-4. Back on the road Saturday, they visit Cincinnati. Super Bowl 54 is coming up on Sunday. We are 4 days out from the Niners and the Kansas City Chiefs going at it. Ari Alexander live tonight in Miami with a local connection. Hey, Ari.
Hey, Randy, live here in South Beach. Where else can you get colors like this? You may remember Earl Mitchell played for the Texans 2010 to 2013, but his connection to Houston way deeper than that. He's from there, played at North Shore High School, 10-year NFL career, and now at the end of that 10-year NFL career, he's going to be playing in the Super Bowl.
I mean, it means everything, you know, to get the opportunity of a lifetime. Not many people, you know, in their long careers get to go to the Super Bowl. So it's a really exciting time, and I'm grateful for this moment.
And as you can see, game week is teal and pink here in Miami as we lead up to Super Bowl 54. Reporting live from South Beach, Ari Alexander, KPRC, Channel 2 Sports.
All right, Ari, appreciate it. More live reports coming up tomorrow from Miami.
Randy stayed back from covering the Super Bowl this year to be here with me.
Right here with you, man.
Thank you so much,
You
Randy.
bet, man.
We'll be right back. Okay, so Frank has another blog.
Yeah, I'm still pushing that blog. And, you know, people have asked me, could we get a tsunami in the Gulf? I have an answer for you. So go to click2houston.com/weather. It's kind of interesting. Texas A&M Galveston has done a lot of research on this, and I've got links to all of their research, too. So it's interesting. In the meantime, 50 right now, 40s overnight, mid-40s, cloudy, a little breezy, chilly.
Thank you, Frank.
All right.
Thank you, and thank you for joining us. Tonight's show is coming up next.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.